Good evening and welcome. My name is Amanda Secor, Chief of Staff with Community First Credit Union. We are so glad that you're here. This evening's 47th annual meeting will include an election for the Board of Directors, a report on our 2021 accomplishments, and plans for 2022. We will also announce the door prize winners for $4,700 in cash in honor of 47 years of serving our member owners. When the time comes, you'll use the link to the right of this video or just below it, depending upon your device, to cast your ballot in the election for our Board of Directors, a committed group of member owners who volunteer their time serving on behalf of all members. Choosing the link will open in a new window or a tab in your browser. When your vote is complete, please return to this window to continue participating in the remainder of the meeting. To begin, I'd like to invite our Board of Directors to introduce themselves to you.
Hello, I'm Catherine Seaman. I am the current chair of the Board of Directors and have served on the board since early 2019. I've been a member of the credit union for over 5 years. My career as a CFO in the insurance industry has spanned over 30 years, and for the majority of those years, I've been with mutual companies, which are owned by policyholders instead of shareholders, similar to the member ownership of Community First. I'm a strong believer in member ownership, supporting your local businesses, and being active in your local community. I've been proud and honored to serve on the Community First board for these past 3 years.
Hi, I'm Sarah Micheletti. I am the current Vice Chair of the Board of Directors for Community First Credit Union. I've been on the board since 2018. I'm a probate and estate planning attorney in Appleton. I want to thank you for joining us for the annual meeting and for being a member owner of Community First.
Hi, I'm Monica Hill, Chief Operating Officer for Ascension, Wisconsin. I've been a member of Community First Credit Union for 7 years, and I've had the pleasure to be a board member for the past 3 years. In addition to being a board member, I also currently serve on the board as secretary.
I'm Kathy Tierney. I just celebrated my 45th anniversary with Community First, and it's been my privilege to serve as your president and treasurer of the Board of Directors for the past 28 years. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Hello, I'm Dan Ferris. I've worked at Secure Insurance for the past 32 years and am currently its Chief Legal Officer. I've been a member owner of Community First since 2010 and a board member since 2014 and currently chair the Audit Committee. It's been an honor and privilege representing you on the board of our credit union, and thank you for attending this annual meeting.
Good evening. My name is Jay Fulkerson. I serve on the board of directors for Community First Credit Union. I'm also the chair of the Talent and Compensation Committee for the board. I spent 30 years in healthcare administration and I retired in 2018. My family and I became members of the credit union in 2005. And I was elected to the board in 2007 and have served ever since.
Hello, I'm Peter Mariahazi. I joined the board in 2021 and serve on the Compensation and Talent Committee. I work as the Chief Administrative Officer at Catalysis, a nonprofit in healthcare. I was the Director of Technology and Human Resources at MBM, and I'm the current board chair for the Community Foundation. I've been a member for the Community First Credit Union for over 15 years.
Hello, everyone. I'm Susan May and recently retired as the president of Fox Valley Technical College. I became a member of the credit union and joined this board 16 years ago and have served in each of the board officer roles.
Hi, my name's Mike Moore. I work for Oshkosh Corporation as Vice President of Engineering. I've been with the credit union since 1989 and on the board of directors since last year.
Welcome and good evening. I will now call the 47th annual meeting of Community First Credit Union to order. Madam Secretary, have we established a quorum is present?
Madam Chair, I have verified that a quorum is present.
Members and guests, the Secretary certifies that a quorum is present. This is a legal meeting. The minutes of the 2021 annual meeting, Chairman and President's report, and Treasurer's report have been printed and distributed. These reports will be placed on file. Now it's time for the election. 2022 marks the first ever virtual election for the credit union. The directors at our January meeting voted to increase the size of the board from 9 to 11 members. That means you'll have the opportunity to elect 6 members to the board tonight. I'd like to call on David Van Lieshout, the credit union's attorney, who will serve as our parliamentarian this evening, and Sarah Micheletti, chair of the nominating committee. First, Dave will review the rules for participation and voting for tonight's meeting, and then Sarah will present the slate of candidates.
Good evening. I'm David Van Lieshout, and I will be serving as parliamentarian for tonight's meeting. Because this is a virtual meeting, there's not an opportunity for live member participation tonight. Members were asked to submit questions in advance as you registered for the meeting. Many of the questions will be addressed in the president's report. The credit union staff will contact members directly to answer other questions submitted. The credit union is using electronic balloting for the first time this evening. Community First has partnered with CU Ballot, who conducts electronic elections for more than 200 plus credit unions throughout the country. I will review the rules for voting. You must be at least 18 years of age to vote. You must have joined Community First Credit Union by December 15, 2021 in order to be eligible to vote. No one is allowed to vote by proxy. Only the first person listed on a joint account is eligible to vote. Each member is allowed only one vote. You cannot cast a vote for each account you have at the credit union. With the expansion of the board, tonight's members are asked to vote for 6 directors. If you try to cast a ballot with more than 6 votes, the voting system will not allow you to submit. The 3 nominees receiving the largest number of votes will be elected to 3-year terms. 2 nominees with the next highest number of votes will be elected to 2-year terms, and 1 nominee will be elected to a 1-year term. Please use the link to the right of this video, which will take you to the CU ballot voting system. Before voting, you will be asked to authenticate. Earlier, I shared the voting rules. Members who are eligible to cast a vote according to the voting rules will receive access to a ballot. Members who are not eligible to vote will not receive access to the ballot. This year, in honor of 47 years of service, the credit union is giving away $4,700 in $100, $50, and $20 denominations. The prize drawing was held prior to the start of the business meeting. All members who registered by Friday, March 11, were included in the drawing. Winners will be announced at the conclusion of the meeting and will also receive a call from credit union staff tonight to confirm the deposit to their credit union account. Board members, Community First employees, and members of their immediate family living in the same household are not eligible to win. Thank you.
This year, we have 3 members of the board whose terms have expired, and a director who was appointed to the board in November who must stand for election. The directors at our January meeting voted to increase the size of the board from 9 to 11. This means that there are 6 positions available tonight. We had significant interest from our members in joining the board this year. In addition to our 4 incumbents, 14 members submitted applications for consideration. The nominating committee reviewed all applications and interviewed 10 members. Our goal as a committee was to present a diverse and qualified slate of candidates. We have selected 8 member owners for nomination. They are, in alphabetical order, Amy Fricke-Weigel, Justin Mallon, incumbent Peter Mariahazi, incumbent Dr. Susan May, James Schmitz, Paul Schwartz, incumbent Catherine Seaman, and incumbent Kathy Tierney. You have received the candidate listing and their bios in advance of the meeting tonight. Please use the link to the right of this video, which will take you to the CU ballot voting system. Before voting, you will be asked to verify your voting eligibility by entering your birth date, the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, and your last name as it appears on your credit union accounts. Members who meet the voting eligibility requirements will receive a ballot. Please review all 8 candidates. They are listed alphabetically by last name. To cast your vote, select up to 6 candidates and choose Next at the bottom of the screen. You'll have the opportunity to review your ballot before submitting. Voting will remain open for the next 20 minutes.
At this point, I would like to call on our president, Kathy Tierney, for her report.
Hi, I'm Kathy Tierney, President and CEO of Community First Credit Union. Welcome, members and guests. It's great to be together to report on the accomplishments of your credit union. I've been here for 45 plus years, and without a doubt, the annual meeting has always been my favorite day of the year. The only thing that would make today better is if we were together in person. Somehow virtual hugs just don't quite measure up. Who has the best job in the world? Me. I get to work with smart, caring, committed people who come to the credit union each day because they want to make a difference. I get to live in a really special area where people take pride in working hard, giving from the heart to make this place we call home the best it can be. And best of all, I get the privilege of serving you and our team, of being a part of your lives, helping you on your financial journey to make tomorrow different and better than today. Your aspirations become our inspiration. Community first. By living our name and staying true to our purpose of working together for the benefit of our member owners, we continue to make a profoundly positive difference for you, your families, and the communities you call home. Today, at just over $5 billion in assets, serving more than 149,000 member owners, there is no denying what the power of people helping people can accomplish. We have grown and prospered, but what matters most is that we've remained true to our purpose, working together in people helping people, the spirit of the cooperative, making a difference for and succeeding together. We began last year hopeful that the pandemic would subside and life would go back to normal. Of course, that didn't happen. But if COVID-19 taught us anything, it was how to be resilient and to rise to meet whatever life demands of us. 2021 was a challenging but also a good year. We posted record net income by tightly managing expenses, but not sacrificing service to our members. We continued to help our communities and were able to provide support and care for our team, the people who are here every day to serve you. As we prepared for this presentation, we included information to answer many of the questions you submitted when you registered for the annual meeting. I've asked several of our team members to help tell our 2021 story and to share a few of our plans for 2022. But first, let's take a look at 2021 financial performance. The credit union's balance sheet has 4 key components. Earning assets. Members borrow and pay us interest on loans, and the money we don't loan out is invested. We only invest in the safest regulated instruments like insured certificates or government agencies. Non-earning assets are those things that we need to run the business, but that we don't get an immediate financial return on, such as the cash we keep in our vaults and ATMs, our buildings, furniture, and equipment. Liabilities are member deposits, which is a cost to us as we pay interest. It also includes accounts payable, monies we owe vendors and partners for goods and services. And then we have reserves, the money we are required to set aside to protect the company you own for unforeseen situations, like a pandemic. The credit union is required by regulation to have a minimum of 6% reserves, but we've worked diligently to build much stronger reserves. We are able to invest our reserve dollars, although just as you've been experiencing, interest rates on investments are much lower than we would like, a function of the market. Thankfully, that's about to change. Our income and expense statement details how the credit union makes and spends money. It details the financial success of your credit union. The biggest income generator is our loan portfolio. Funds that are not borrowed by members are invested. When rates are low, just like you, we suffer as an investor. The very best place for us to invest the money is in loans to our members. Another important source of income for Community First is non-interest income. The money we receive from loan fees, checking account fees, debit card interchange. That's money that merchants pay us whenever you use your debit card. Debit card interchange is our largest source of fee income and really benefits the credit union and our members. We also earn income when members use the Community First Insurance Center and invest with us through Community First Financial Advisors. Non-interest income is an important part of the financial equation, but we work diligently to keep our fees as low as possible to benefit our members. Cost of funds or deposits is the interest paid to members on the money they deposit at the credit union. Another major expense is funding our provision for loan losses. This special fund is set aside to absorb the losses we have when members stop making loan payments and we have to charge off their loans. Operating expenses are comprised of all the things needed to run our business. Things like salaries and benefits comprise the biggest cost, followed by buildings and land, office operations, promotion, training, insurance, depreciation, and more. Every dollar we make goes back into the cooperative for your benefit. Through our sustained growth and financial strength, we're able to provide more value to our member owners. It's a big point of pride for us that for the 13th consecutive year, Community First again earned the honor of being one of the top 10 credit unions in the country based on our financial performance. Why does it matter? Well, I don't think you want to own a business that isn't successful. Our financial strength enables us to provide more give back to our members in the form of lower rates on loans, much higher deposit rates, convenient locations, caring employees, and the opportunity together to make a major positive difference in the communities we all call home. You are our why and the reason we strive for strong financial performance. During 2021, 3,426 people joined the Community First family. At year end, we had just under 149,000 member owners. Deposits increased 17% by $634 million to $4.4 billion, which was $230 million more than planned. We saw a 36% increase in money market balances and a 23% increase in regular shares, which is a reflection of our above-market interest rates, as well as an indication that many of our members are waiting on the sidelines for certificates and other investment rates to rise. We received many questions about interest rates. While we don't have an inside scoop, there is every indication that with current market conditions, the Fed is poised to increase rates. How much and how quickly remains to be seen, but we are anticipating a rate increase yet in March and likely 3 or more additional increases throughout 2022. That is very good news for depositors. So you can count on increased deposit rates, but we will also work hard to keep our loan rates as low as possible. Speaking of loans, loan outstandings grew just over 6% in 2021 to $3.1 billion. That was $125 million less than budgeted, and lower volume coupled with the drop in loan rates meant our loan interest income was short by $3 million for the year. Again last year, much of our loan growth was fueled by the record low borrowing rates. Personal loans for members grew by $54 million, a 21.5% increase. We participated in a second round of PPP loans to help our business members, which also benefited the credit union, adding both interest income as well as fee income of more than $1.5 million, which we received from the SBA. Mortgage lending was strong, with home loans to members exceeding $707 million, and member businesses borrowing just under $300 million during the year. Total assets grew by $692 million, and we ended 2021 at $4.9 billion in assets, a 16.4% increase over last year, and $246 million ahead of plan. It's hard to believe sometimes that our member-owned cooperative right here in Northeast Wisconsin is now more than $5 billion in assets. That's certainly a testament to the cooperative model and the impact of people helping people. It's also a strong indicator of our members' confidence and faith in doing business with us. We've come a long way together. Financial regulators had grave concerns about delinquency and charge-offs in the wake of the pandemic. Here at Community First, our delinquency is significantly lower than industry average and declined from a 0.18 in 2020 to 0.10 at year-end 2021. Our charge-offs were less than 0.5%. We're always here to help our members through difficult times, and it's a great reflection of member character and integrity that our delinquency and losses are so low. Our expense ratio remains one of the lowest in the industry. We have no control over market forces and how they impact interest rates, but the one thing we can control is operating expenses. With continued pandemic concerns, declining interest income on loans and investments, we worked diligently to decrease our operating expenses in 2021. We decreased overall operating expenses by 3.25%, despite increasing inflation, costs of goods and services, and came in $2.3 million less than 2020 and $10 million less than we originally budgeted. Dividends paid to members were $28.5 million, a slight decrease from 2020 due to the declining interest rate impact. There is every indication that that will change very soon. Our reserve ratio at year-end 2020 was 11.72%. We added $54 million to reserves on December 31st, bringing our capital ratio for 2021 to 11.16%. Despite record net earnings, the huge influx of stimulus dollars and significant deposit growth in 2021 caused that ratio to decline. You can feel confident that Community First is significantly above the regulatory reserve requirement of 6%. Our financial strength has us well positioned to weather any further disruptions, pandemics, and storms.
Hello, my name is Christy Hesse, Chief Human Resources Officer. Throughout 2021, despite the continued challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, we accomplished some key wins for our teams who serve you. Last year, we celebrated 68 internal promotions, delighting in the development and advancement of our team members as they grow their careers with Community First. We also recognized and celebrated 18 coworkers who retired. And while we're genuinely happy for them and grateful for their many years of service, it's always hard to say goodbye. We look forward to their visits as member owners and friends. When it comes to employment, the world is changing, and like many businesses, we need to make changes with it to make sure we are an employer that people want to join and a place where our employees want to stay. In 2021, we partnered with a worldwide industry leader in compensation. We took 186 unique jobs at the credit union and determined how our compensation levels compared. With our board's blessing, we moved our starting pay to $17 an hour. We paid particular attention to our member-facing roles. The work they do and the service they deliver to you daily is critical to defining our member experience, and this change is recognition of that importance. In addition, we accelerated our merit increases and ensured that our employees who've been with us for many years also had their wages adjusted. We're proud to report that the change has had a positive impact on our retention, our recruiting, and has made a real difference for employees and their families. We know that to be even better, one of the most important things we can do is listen. Each year, we ask our employees for their feedback during our engagement survey. One of the questions we ask is what they love about working at Community First. It feels so good to see our members, community, and our teammates so frequent in their responses. Our employee engagement score increased from 80 to 85, an incredible feat during the second year of a global pandemic. And along with department and branch managers, our leadership team is meeting with every group to get firsthand feedback, continuing our journey to be a best place to work. We are so proud that our employees find purpose in serving you. We take care of our employees because they take care of you.
Hi, I'm Tim Huff, Chief Lending Officer for Community First Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, the best use of the funds placed on deposit with us is to loan them to other members. Loans are a key source of income for the credit union, which makes it possible for us to provide higher deposit rates to our member owners, another important member benefit. That is the power of the cooperative at work. Our borrowers' needs are very diverse. They're individuals and families purchasing cars or that RV for family vacations. They're home buyers or refinancers, or they're tackling remodeling projects to make their homes work better for them. They're students and parents funding education, and they're local businesses who are opening or expanding, creating employment and economic vitality in our communities. Whatever your borrowing need is, our promise remains the same to you. We will find a way. Throughout 2021, low interest rates combined with an already strong real estate market to create high demand for real estate loans. We help members' dreams come true with financing for home purchases, construction loans, and remodeling projects. Others took advantage of low rates to refinance their homes or consolidate other loans for lower payments or to pay their loans off more quickly. No matter what their plans were, our mortgage team was there, processing more than 6,500 applications for over $707 million. Auto buying became challenging in 2021 as the supply of new cars was down and prices of used cars went up. Despite the challenges, members continued to purchase vehicles, sometimes finding them with the help of our auto buying service. Then, when it came time to buy, our lenders worked hard to find the best loans to fit their budget. In the end, used vehicle loans increased 14% over 2020. And as the pandemic continued to impact our members' ability to travel, many took advantage of low interest rates to purchase travel trailers, motorhomes, and boats. Finding new ways to vacation and explore resulted in a 19% increase in recreation loans over 2020. Being a part of a member's journey is a privilege and a joy. We will continue to be there for you, making dreams a reality for every member that gives us the opportunity. 2021 also ushered in a second year of pandemic impact to member businesses in all the communities we serve. While 2020 was a year of shutdowns and uncertainty, 2021 saw impacts in the form of supply chain interruptions and staffing shortages. In response, member businesses found new ways to adapt and reimagine how they deliver products and services to their customers, demonstrating that the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. And as they did, we've been honored to be their financial partner. In January 2021, the Small Business Administration rolled out a third round of Payroll Protection Program loans. This round of funding sought to better target businesses that reported at least a 25% reduction in revenue from the prior year. With the introduction of an online application, our business lending team assisted member businesses with nearly 700 new PPP loans, providing more than $20 million to local businesses and generating $1.9 million in fees paid to the credit union by the SBA. Since the first round of PPP funding in 2020, Community First has funded over 1,600 PPP loans for more than $62 million that have helped these businesses support nearly 10,000 jobs right here in Northeast Wisconsin. One of the benefits of PPP was that these loans could be 100% forgiven if borrowers used the funds for payroll and related expenses. To date, we've helped over 1,400 businesses apply for and receive full debt forgiveness from the SBA. This vital lifeline of funding and forgiveness has assisted countless businesses throughout these challenging times, and their credit union was there to help. In addition to PPP loans, this continued period of low interest rates spurred commercial real estate development and other new business lending activity. In 2021, our business lending team closed 494 loans for over $240 million. These loans helped new and emerging businesses, enabled expansions, funded new housing projects, and supported many nonprofit ventures. Each one is an investment in our community that creates jobs, generates economic vitality, and adds to our region's quality of life. When we look back on 2021, we see the incredible benefit of borrowing from the place you own, for individuals, families, and businesses alike. Each one makes something important to you possible at the same time that they provide loan interest that helps us deliver top-of-the-market deposit rates. Whether you are a saver, borrower, or both, with Community First, you are an important part of keeping the cooperative strong.
Hello, my name is Sean Mulhaney, Vice President of our Member Contact Center. Many years ago, we made a commitment to our member owners to answer each call with a live local person. Does it matter? We believe it does because you matter. Last year, our Member Contact Center team of 30 service specialists had the privilege of answering more than 620,000 phone calls from you. That's an average of just over 2,100 calls every day. We see each call as an opportunity to connect with you individually, answer your questions, provide assistance, share information, and we're glad we get to be a part of your day. In August of 2021, we anticipated an increase in call volume as we introduced our new digital banking platform. To support the transition and ensure a positive experience for you, co-workers from throughout the credit union came together to expand our team and join us in taking our calls for several weeks. Team members from the branches, lending, IT, human resources, training, marketing, leadership, and more were on hand to help answer your questions through the transition. The expanded staff also meant that we could continue to provide exceptional experiences for everyday banking calls. We had fun and everyone enjoyed the opportunity to connect with you. Another extension of our member service team is our 10-person lender by phone team is also here to make borrowing easy and convenient. In fact, in 2021, this team helped nearly 4,000 members borrow $100 million from their credit union for things they needed. Each of us on the Member Contact Center team takes pride in being a trusted resource for you. It's a big job, learning all that is needed to ensure we are providing the information you're seeking during each and every interaction. But most important to us is that interaction with you. We want you to hear the smile in our voices, the genuine caring and concern to help you with whatever you need. It's incredibly rewarding when we get the opportunity to hear that what we do and how we do it makes a difference for you. Recently, before her call ended, a member took the time to share how much she loves having a live person answer the phone who is able to help without delay, rather than having to listen to a menu of options. Another member sent flowers in appreciation for the service she received from a team member. Another stopped in to personally share emotional thanks to a team member who helped him through a difficult situation and helped him get the loan he needed. These gestures, while unexpected, truly speak to why we do what we do and why we continue to answer every call in person to serve you. It is such a privilege to get to talk with you, and that relationship is one we never take for granted. We look forward to talking with you soon.
When you think of insurance for your home or car, you may not think of Community First. The same may be true when you consider how will you save and plan for your retirement. The good news is that you can protect the things that are important to you and plan for your future, all with the place you own. Community First Insurance Center and Community First Financial Advisors provide a full range of insurance products, and our financial advisors can help you meet your financial goals through investments, financial, and retirement planning services. We're proud to report both programs achieved growth milestones in 2021, serving more members and being recognized among peers across the nation. The Community First Insurance Center is owned by the credit union and is an independent agency that helps to match your insurance needs to the right coverage with carriers like Progressive, Acuity, Pekin, and Badger Mutual, just to name a few. And when you choose Community First Insurance Center, you can save money with better premiums than you could get on your own through the same carriers. That's the benefit of member ownership and the cooperative. From homes to cars, boats, motorcycles, and more, our team of experienced insurance professionals is here to bring you the same personal service to your insurance needs that you receive as a member of the credit union. In 2021, the agency saw a 7% growth and contributed over $113,000 to the credit union. Our growth is really a measure of your trust in us, because protecting the things that are important to you is important to us. Equally important is helping you plan for your future, and that's where Community First Financial Advisors can help. In just 6 short years, Community First Financial Advisors has grown to be nationally ranked as the 13th best program in the United States with our broker-dealer partner, QSO Financial Services. And 3 of our advisors have achieved gold-level designations in 2021, a reflection of the relationships they've developed and the trust our members have in them. From establishing an investment plan, rolling over 401k dollars following a job change, to planning for your best retirement, our financial advisors are ready to help at any Community First location. In fact, through 2021 collectively, members have entrusted over $505 million to our financial advising team as they create the future for your dreams. Community First Financial Advisors are an important part of the credit union's success, contributing more than $1.5 million in net income that is returned to you through better rates and lower fees. As with any of the credit union's products and services, the more you use, the more you benefit from your membership. The same is true when it comes to choosing us for your insurance and investment needs.
Hello, my name is Amanda Secor, and I'm Chief of Staff with Community First Credit Union. Making a difference extends through everything we do to serve you, and it reaches out into the communities you and we call home. We believe it's important for us to give back, to invest in organizations that make our communities better places to call home. And we do, with financial support, partnerships, and through our employees' dedication to volunteerism. On your behalf, in 2021, Community First contributed $1.7 million to more than 125 charitable and civic causes throughout our service region. We continue to give across a broad range of interest areas because you, our members, care about a broad range of needs. Organizations like local humane associations and animal shelters who care for our community's animals and help them to find forever homes in the hearts of their owners. Investing in our youth through several organizations, including Boys and Girls Clubs in the Fox Cities, Oshkosh, Green Bay, and supporting the formation of a new Boys and Girls Club in Manitowoc. Supporting environmental organizations that preserve the beauty and health of our region's natural resources and give everyone in our communities the opportunity to connect with nature. We were thrilled to be part of the Plaza at Gateway Park in Neenah, which has become a wonderful gathering spot for family and friends. We have continued our support of arts organizations, including the visual arts, choral groups, symphonies, theater groups, and performing arts centers that celebrate the creative spirit, transport us through story, and move us through the power of music. We partner with organizations that provide critical support services throughout our communities. Services like domestic abuse shelters, sexual assault counseling and support, housing services, and more. Our support of United Way also helps to make a wide range of services available throughout our communities. And with the generosity of our employees, Community First's giving has been ranked in the top 10 for the United Way Fox Cities. Recently, we were honored to receive the United Way Fox Cities Outstanding Emerging Leaders Giving Award for the 2021 campaign, a testament to the generosity and commitment of our employees to continue to grow through volunteerism and philanthropy. That's a lot, but there's so much more. Beyond financial contributions, Community First provides in-kind support to nonprofits through reduced rate loans and Spread the Love radio ads, providing important awareness for their mission, events, and fundraisers. You also made an impact in our communities by purchasing more than $62,000 in icons and candy bars in our branches, supporting a variety of nonprofit organizations and the work that they do. Our team also had an incredible impact, sharing their time, talent, and resources, volunteering more than 17,700 hours with nonprofits and community organizations throughout northeastern Wisconsin. From credit union-sponsored events, to volunteering with coworkers, to their individual personal passions, our team continued to seek out ways to get involved and make a difference, demonstrating that sometimes the greatest gift you can share is your time. We were honored this year to receive the Special Olympics Corporate Partner Award on behalf of our employees and members who have helped us support these Special Olympic athletes through the polar plunge. For more than 20 years, Community First employees have volunteered in the registration tent, formed teams to take the plunge, and you, our members, have contributed by purchasing icons to hang in our branches. In Best of polls with local newspapers, we received winner and finalist honors in the Best Credit Union categories in the Fox Cities, Oshkosh, and Green Bay. Humbling recognition from our communities for the different ways we work on your behalf every day. Our community involvement comes from a strong belief that as a business, we don't just provide jobs and income. We want to be active participants, joining together with our members and others in the community to make a real difference in people's lives. When we support local organizations through philanthropy and volunteerism, our communities thrive, and we create places where everyone can achieve their dreams.
Hi, I'm Andy Hall, Senior Vice President of IT.
And I'm Scott Steinfort, Chief Technology Officer. Technology has become so interwoven with the many ways we serve you. The thing about technology is that it never stands still, and neither do we. A great example is our transition to the new digital banking platform in 2021. The new platform has been a game changer for us and for you. It puts even more of the features you need and want at your fingertips. In fact, its features rival those of many of the national financial institutions. We're pretty proud of that, but it's not about the features. It's about what they make possible for you. There's a lot to explore in the system. Tonight, I'd like to highlight 3 of the most popular features. First up is card control. If you're like me, you use your debit and credit cards more often than you use cash. Card controls within digital banking keep you in control of your cards anytime and from anywhere. Transactions alerts let you know when your cards have been used, and you can set transaction limits by location, dollar amount, even merchant type. One of the most popular features is the ability to turn a card on or off instantly. You can even report your card lost or stolen quickly and easily. On the off chance that you have accounts at other financials, it can be frustrating to manage many different logins. Our digital banking allows you to bring in accounts from other financials to let you see everything in a full financial picture here at Community First, displaying their balances in real time and making them available for transfers. Now that's pretty convenient. One of the most popular features has been credit score monitoring. Keeping your credit score front and center not only helps you when you need to borrow, it can help identify fraudulent activity and highlight ways to improve your credit score. Last fall, a member was exploring their credit score within digital banking. It was lower than what they would like. With the help of digital banking, they found that an old debt was causing the issue. They paid the debt and their credit score rebounded by more than 75 points. That's a real difference. All at no cost to you, but with valuable benefits. Those are just a few of the things you have told us you appreciate. Our app rating is now 4.8 out of 5 stars, a compliment we don't take for granted. We will continue to enhance your digital banking experience with new features, always remembering that technology is a complement to the personal service and relationships we build with you.
Protecting your identity and personal information is top priority for us. Soon we'll be introducing palm vein authentication, a touchless biometric technology that securely and uniquely identifies you simply by presenting the palm of your hand over a small touchless scanner. Palm vein authentication helps prevent anyone from impersonating your identity at a branch. Palm vein authentication is widely regarded as the most secure of all biometric identification, beating out fingerprints, facial, and voice recognition methods. In fact, for the past 2 years, this touchless biometric technology has helped our team members securely access their computers and a multitude of password-protected systems throughout their day. They simply present the palm of their hand, something unique only to them, over a small scanner to identify themselves. So now it's time to bring that same technology to you for even greater security and privacy when you visit our branches. By presenting your hand, you'll be able to identify yourself and access your accounts without speaking your name, account number, or presenting an ID. Let me explain how it works. To enroll, you'll simply place your hand over a reader, which will quickly scan your palm, creating a pattern of more than 5 million points of blood flowing through the palm of your hand, a pattern that is unique to you. After that, a quick scan of your palm will positively identify you and your accounts, loading the right information on the employee screen automatically for faster service. During your transaction, the attached tablet can privately display your account balances, present your contact information for verification, and present a preview of your transaction before it's completed. It's quick, easy, and keeps your information confidential from others nearby. We hope you'll be among the first to enroll as palm vein authentication arrives in branches in the spring of 2022.
Hi, I'm Mary Sullivan, Senior Vice President. Beginning this summer, as your Community First credit or debit card renews, your new card will include the convenience of Tap to Pay. Tap to Pay joins chip and digital wallet transactions as the most secure way to make in-person payments thanks to encryption of your account information. It's becoming more widely accepted locally, nationally, and a must for international travel. Along with the new Tap to Pay feature, we have taken this opportunity to redesign all of our credit and debit cards. The new designs were developed with horizontal, vertical, and digital wallets in mind, and to be easily distinguishable when you carry more than one card from Community First. For additional privacy, your name, card number, expiration, and CVV codes will all be on the back of the card and out of view when your card is being used. As your card expires or is replaced, you will begin to receive new designs with the Tap to Pay functionality. And when you do, we'll encourage you to activate it immediately and to begin using it, not only for the convenience, but also because every time you use your Community First credit or debit card, your purchases generate income for the credit union at no cost to you. Every purchase creates interchange income that is paid to Community First as the card issuer. The best part is, it's not paid by you. Interchange is paid by merchants and card networks. So use your Community First card in your digital wallet for your morning coffee. Energy for you, income for the credit union. Reserve those airline tickets with your card online. You'll get away, and your credit union earns interchange income. Dip your card for daily purchases like gas, groceries, and more. And soon Tap to Pay that Target run, and you know what comes next. Every time you use your card in any way, you're contributing to the health of the credit union you own. That's the cooperative spirit. Standing still has never been an option for Community First, and the events of the past year have amplified that truth. The pandemic spurred urgency, and we had to pivot and maintain flexibility and speed to anticipate and react to members' changing needs, government requirements, and market conditions. We are fortunate and grateful. Thank you for your continued faith in us, for your patience and understanding as we continue to adapt how we serve you. We appreciate it when you let us know if we aren't living up to your expectations. We always strive to learn and grow. But many of you call and email with the most wonderful messages of thanks and even stop in with treats and flowers for the team. You touch our hearts with every interaction and reaffirm that at Community First, relationships really do matter. A special thank you to our volunteer board and the 540 plus team members who work hard every day on your behalf. As we look ahead to the remainder of 2022, the emerging concerns with the war in Ukraine, rising inflation, and continued supply chain issues, we remain resolute and optimistic. As the past 2 years have shown, no matter what happens, we will rise to meet whatever reality demands of us, with agility, resolve, and especially with grace. Grace, it moves us forward, elevating above any circumstances, and always taking the high road. It is what makes us inherently human, the better selves that shine a light for others. Together, we'll find a way.
Thank you, Kathy. Sarah, will you please report on the results of the election?
Madam Chairman, the results of the election are Kathy Tierney, Catherine Seaman, Dr. Susan May have been elected to serve a 3-year term. Peter Mariahazi, Paul Schwartz have been elected to serve a 2-year term. And Amy Fricke Weigel has been elected to serve a 1-year term. I would like to thank the other members of the nominating committee, as well as the members who expressed interest in serving on our board. Congratulations to our elected candidates.
Thank you to Sarah, Monica Hilt, and Dan Ferris, this year's nominating committee members. A reminder to all directors that the organizational meeting will be held on Monday, March 21st at 4 p.m. The secretary has confirmed that there is no old business. We do have one item under new business tonight. Before we adjourn, we want to honor our fellow director and friend, David Peppercorn.
Tonight we honor a very special member owner who has had an incredible impact on the credit union, David Allen Peppercorn. He joined the Community First Board in 1986. At the time, he was Vice President of Human Resources for Presto Products. In 1989, he took on the role of Board Secretary, became Vice Chair in 1991, and was elected Chairman of our board in 1993. Throughout his board service, with his extensive background in HR, Dave served as Chairman of our Talent and Compensation Committee. In 2018, he reprised his role as Board Secretary and continued to serve in that capacity until his death. Over his 32 years of volunteer service as a Community First Board member, he was a passionate advocate for our credit union, the industry, and our communities. He represented us many times at the State GAC and the National Governmental Affairs Conference in Washington, D.C., meeting with elected representatives to advocate for credit unions. Dave was energized by serving others, and in addition to Community First, he was an accompanist for the Menasha High School choir students, a mentor for young men through Best Friends and Big Brothers and Sisters, served on many committees at church, and was a board member for the Samaritan Counseling Center. His first love was his family, his wife Barbara, their 3 sons and families. He enjoyed taking road trips with his identical twin brother Dennis, and his greatest joy was the time he was able to spend with his 5 grandchildren. Dave was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the summer of 2021 and passed away on September the 6th. We were able to get a video with individual messages to Dave the day before he went to heaven, telling him just how much he meant to us, which he absolutely loved, as evidenced by the great selfie shot his son Mark sent us. He was an incredibly special man and played a huge role in the success and growth of the Community First, and for me personally. Dave was chairman of the board when I became CEO in 1994. He was not only my boss, but a mentor, encourager, and best of all, a friend. We are so grateful to Dave for the many gifts he brought to this life, his faith, his family, the impact he made in so many ways, both big and small. In his honor, the credit union has made a gift to Samaritan Counseling Center. Dave chaired their facilities committee and was so excited about the new center they are building. He was an accomplished gardener, and our gift will enable them to do special landscaping surrounding the peppercorn patio, which was Dave's gift to them. His spirit will live on in the hearts and minds of all of us who know and love him. We know that our time on this earth is measured, and the idea is not to live forever, but to create something that will. Dave Peppercorn did that, and we are very grateful.
Before we announce the prize drawing winners, each year brings an opportunity to connect, reflect, and improve. You've entrusted Community First, and together we make a remarkable and positive difference, not only for one another, but for the communities we call home. That's the power of being a member-owned financial institution. On behalf of the entire board, thank you. Thank you for being a member owner of Community First, for giving us the opportunity to be your financial partner, and for taking the time to attend this meeting.